Let's check out Ajani, Mentor of Heroes and Oathbreaker, and see what signature spell might pair best with him. For 3 green white, he starts at 4 loyalty. +1, distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. +1 again, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an aura, creature, or planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. -8, you gain 100 life. Oh boy, that is a silly ultimate right there. It doesn't win you the game, but it's 100 life, man, in a 20 life format. That seems pretty good, I guess. All right, let's get the silly signature spell options out of the way first. I don't suggest trying to synergize with the gain 100 life thing, but you could. What do you think about Fortifying Drought, giving target creature +102, +102 until end of turn? Or Beacon of Immortality to double your life total, because 100 life is just not enough. But if you're up for a real challenge, how about getting to 10 mana for Storm Herd, creating X/1/1 white Pegasus creature tokens with flying, where X is your life total. Alright, now moving away from life gain, we could pick a signature spell with Proliferate. Since Ajani is putting +1/+1 counters on up to 3 creatures you control, we can proliferate up all those counters, and also the loyalty counters on Ajani. Damning Verdict is a wrath that destroys all creatures with no counters on them. This could be a one-sided board wipe if we've used that +1 once or twice. Inspiring Call draws you a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible till end of turn. Yeah, card draw spell that saves your creatures, that could be pretty strong. And speaking of saving your creatures, Heroic Intervention is probably the most common signature spell choice that I saw with this Planeswalker. 2 mana, instant, permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. And the reason probably is because it's got Ajani in the art, so it seems thematic, on top of just being good. Since Ajani's second +1 can draw a creature off the top of your deck, Congression at Dawn and Worldly Tutor are both good options for tutoring creatures kind of directly into your hand if you're using that +1 that turn. I should note, though, that Ajani can only get you 1 card off that +1 every time you activate it, so Congression of Dawn is kind of a waste with the other 2 creatures. Now remember that that +1 can not only get creatures, but it can also get auras and planeswalkers, so we could focus our deck around either of those if we wanted. Enlightened Tutor can search up an enchantment that gets put on the top of our library, and then we +1 it to draw it that turn, but there's some other options too. 3 Dreams tutors up 3 auras to your hand, Open the Armory tutors up 1, Replenish and Retether can both return enchantments, or in Retether's case, specifically auras, from your graveyard to the battlefield. And if we were focusing on planeswalkers, Ignite the Beacon tutors up 2 planeswalkers to our hand, and it's got Ajani in the art. And Deploy the Gatewatch says look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put up to 2 planeswalker cards from among them onto the battlefield. You gotta be really heavy on planeswalkers to get this working consistently though. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it so much if you hit that like button. Lately, YouTube has not been promoting my Oathbreaker content anymore. That's a bummer. For now though, I'm going to keep doing these Oathbreaker ideas videos because they're a blast to make. And if they help just a couple people get excited about the format, help them make decks, then that seems worthwhile. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.